Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing on this good Monday morning? And as you can see, I stand with Israel. Yes, I do. Well, you stand with Israel. Why won't you go fight with Israel? Because Israel is not like Ukraine. They're not begging for people to come over there and help. Israel just want everybody to move out of their way and let them do work, which Donald Trump has done. Donald Trump, being who he is and how liberals hate him more than Israel, are actually leaving Israel coverage alone just to cover anything about Donald Trump so they can lie on him. So Israel's like, whoo, thank God, let's get to work. And Israel is kicking butt. Israel is kicking butt, and I'm glad Israel is kicking butt. But they're bombing Gaza. They're bombing them. So what? What you think? 7th of October 2023 is forgotten? Nope, 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 nope. America is turning into the caste system. America is turning into the caste system thanks to Democrats and liberals. Haven't you noticed? Everybody that have a college degree, they are now being put as higher Americans because our manufacturing jobs went across seas thanks to Clinton and NAFTA and Bush not fighting back. Because our jobs went across seas, jobs to where if you worked in a factory 20 years, you was making the same amount as a doctor 8 years. People who worked in factories were making enough income for 2 cars, house, vacation, and put their kids through college. That's through manufacturing jobs. Perfect example in Rocky Mount, CDC, Abbott's Laboratory. See, we had jobs like that. Texify, U.S. Colors, Standard Products. Well, Standard Products is gone, Texify is gone, U.S. Colors is gone. That was the textile jobs and the rubber job for tires. But we have turned America into the caste system, and this is what I mean by we are a caste system. Notice how all this freak out was over the stock market. The stock market down, America got to go into a recession. How many Americans actually have stocks? The right. But because a few do that feels they are higher than, if their stocks not doing good, the stock market not doing good, then America's thrown away. Look at the people. More people with college degrees voted for Kamala Harris. Well, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden was talking about them paying off, the government paying people college loans instead of the people who took the loans. See, so the people with college loans wanted the government to pay their loans. People who didn't go to college and didn't have a degree to pay their loans off. That's a caste system. Hey, you peasant, you pay our loans off. You pay our stuff off. That's what you do. You see what I mean? America's turning itself into a caste system, and we better stop it. Because the caste system don't work. That's how you get the stars and bars flying again. That's how you get stars and bars and the 13 states and that cross and the, I forget what the cross is called on a rebel flag. That's how you get that back. I don't care about the stock market, but the tariffs would have put jobs back in the manufacturing field and the textile field that would have hired Americans. That's why people got so much debt in America, college loan debt. That's why the biggest debt is college loans. Because people go to college, realize it's not for them, and they got college debt. That's why Donald Trump needs to fight with these tariffs and win. Who can? I'm not worried about your 401ks and your stuff in the stock market. I'm worried about Americans and regular Americans being able to feed and provide for their families.